First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Kakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel of God, lifting up the standard of YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, wherever it may be. For the brothers here at the Kansas City camp, coming to you another week in and week out to deliver the word of the Heavenly Father, to wake up the hopeful elect, okay, of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, only with the who you would call speckled bird Israelites or the Israelite foreigners that will look like other nations. We're doing an indoor camp today because, you know, we're under extreme cold advisory. So, you know, as Esau is fucking with the weather as usual, you know, the spirit just say, okay, you know, do a lesson indoors. So that's essentially what we're doing to the spirit compel us otherwise. But, you know, there's a lot happening in the world. There's a lot happening among Israel. And our primary standpoint here at Great Millstone is to focus on prophecy, you know, but somehow, some way we always get sidetracked with all these other discrepancies with these other Israelite camps, because I'm noticing Great Millstone is the only camp that actually corrects the other camps, whether they take heed or not. There's a scripture, if somebody can find it, going to exhorting and rebuking. Somebody want to pull that. Also, somebody give me the book of 2 Peter 1 and 20 when it goes until we have a more sure word of prophecy. All right.
Yeah. This is 2 Timothy 4 and 2. It say, preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
All long suffering and doctrine. So this is why we go into the doctrine, because the doctrine is the most important. Because if you have the false doctrine, then essentially the spirit or the scripture goes into false prophets being destroyed. So it's our job as the men of the Lord to correct the doctrine that you other groups are putting out, whether you want to hear it or not, man. Because Jake, they don't like rebuke, man. You know, I notice about our nation is heavy with dishing out the judgment, but when it comes to getting rebuked, then Jake shy away from it because everybody has an image they want to portray. Everybody wants to be the top guy. Everybody wants to be the know-it-all. Everybody wants to be the top priest, but that's not what this thing is about. It's about humility, man. All right, read that again, Baba Kusha.
This is 2 Timothy 4 and 2. It say, preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Reprove, rebuke, and exhort with all long suffering with doctrine, man. So this is why we do what we do, man. But oftentimes, guys that get rebuked or, you know, they get cussed out, they take it personal, which rebuke is not personal unless you make it personal. But us as men of the Lord, we have to correct your doctrine, because you have to understand that we're out here for the greater good. Okay, we have a flock that Yahawashi has commanded us to go forth and try to wake up, man. And if you're feeding them venom and poisonous doctrine, then essentially you're going to lose them, man. And that's not our job to that anyone fall away if, you know, the spirit be with them. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 15. It says, these things speak and exhort and rebuke with all authority. Let no man despise thee.
Yeah, all authority, man. Okay, because the Most High gave his men authority to speak on these things and to exhort you people out there. But see, the problem is that you common folk don't look at us as being authority, because we don't come in the most prettiest garments. We don't have the worldly accolades. We don't have all the women around us. We don't have the nice Porsche cars and the rap videos and all this other shit. So you equate authority with superfluity, and that's not what the scriptures say, man. Okay, it's our job to make sure that our people are on point, and even among ourselves, we rebuke among ourselves, man. You know, go ahead.
That was it.
That was it.
That was the last verse. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it up.
This is Proverbs 27, verse 5. It says, open rebuke is better than secret love.
Open rebuke is better than secret love, okay? And that's just straightforward. So for those of you out there that feel some type of way because we're correcting the doctrine, then that's on you. You have the problem, not us. All right, because we are in the last seconds of Esau's kingdom, and right now we can't afford to backslide. Okay, the scriptures goes into how some should depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. That's scripture. In the latter time, the end time, and we're seeing a great apostasy that takes place in Israel, man, among a lot of you different guys out there. You got Zion Lex, you got all these different guys that don't agree on the doctrine on the podcast, talking shit. You got Genesis, you know, and their shenanigans that they're bringing forth And the Lord ain't dealing with none of y'all, man. And we just gonna straight up tell you the Heavenly Father's not dealing with that.
Got another quick one.
Go ahead.
This is Titus 3:10. A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition reject.
Yeah, so you don't keep going back and forth with a guy, man. After a while, you know, we rebuke you, we tell you, well, look, this is the deal, and you continue to scoff and be a demon, and after that, we just done with you. Satan is going to take over at that point. Because you may say, well, why don't y'all just let it go when we're rebuking the doctrine? Well, because for the simple fact you guys are constantly putting it out. Okay, it ain't like you corrected it or said slakia. It ain't like that you examined your behaviors and made better. No, you kept going forth and you got worse. So therefore, it's our duty to come and clean up your shit, man.
Right.
You know?
That's why you can't be mad when the curses get put up on you, man.
Yeah.
How many times we had to tell y'all over and over again? You've been admonished, you've been rebuked, and then it's clear now. You're dead set on being a rebellious nigga, man. So hey, that's just what it is, man. You know, and a righteous man would have took the correction a long time ago.
That's right. And I looked up that definition for the word admonition. It says the act or action of admonishing, authoritative counsel or warning.
And think about this, right? Now, you see how guys will say, well, the apostles, they broke off from their elders and they rebuked and this and this and that. But the Lord put spirit on certain men to be in positions of authority for a reason. Okay, it's like everybody's trying to fight over this top, who's the top guy. It ain't about that, man. Okay, you just have to be happy with who the Lord has set up to give you the truth, man.
Yeah.
Just alone, even if you were the top dude, the bottom dude, just to have the Lord's word being taught to you 100%, that's a blessing for that's enough, man. You know, because you guys ain't doing the fucking right thing, man.
Yeah.
Telling Israel, well, you know, we can have heathen. There's gonna be a handful of heathen. Ain't no heathen getting on the ship with us, bro.
No.
No heathen. Heathens ain't. Esau ain't getting a new body. What? That would negate the purpose, man.
Right.
And here's another definition in that same precept, and then I'll go back and read the precept again. It says, heretic is an older variant spelling of heretic, meaning someone holding beliefs contrary to established religious doctrine or generally adopted ideas. I'll read this again now with this definition. This is Titus 3:10. A man that is an heretic after first and second warning, reject. So that's it. You've been rejected, man. And once you rejected, the scriptures say, what, let him be accursed? You didn't want to get right. So that's what it is, man. Yep. A lot of these cats, man, that, like the brother said, the reason why we got to keep putting videos on it, because you still got people that's still coming into this thing breastfed new. So if we do a rebuke on it like 2 or 3 years ago on the same topic, you know, that video may fizzle out, get drowned out. But all the bullshit that these new guys are pushing out. Right. So now we got to do it, update it for the people that's new just now coming across this information so they don't get, you know, hit. Because we're prophets at the end of the day. We're the sound alarm, the warning, blow the trumpet. So we're going to give you warning. Don't follow what these guys are pushing out. And the ones that are pushing out that bullshit, you got to get judged, man.
Yeah. This is 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19. It says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts.
Now, what's the definition of what's the meaning of taking heed, brothers?
Listening, doing
Follow instructions.
Take heed, man, because I'm willing to guarantee that most of you dudes ain't rooted. And I'm gonna say this too, man. When this hell break loose and when this devil is let loose, when the Lord allows this devil to do what he gonna do, a lot of you gonna get caught up out there because for one thing, when the microchip becomes mandated, you're not rooted in YAHAWASHI, man. We was going into it yesterday on how a lot of you dudes ain't really rooted. You're just in this thing because it's something to do, because it's cool, because I'm part of something, because ultimately in the world, which a lot of you guys are still worldly, by the way, but because a lot of you dudes, man, you know, you still gravitate towards worldly jakes. When the Lord comes back and do what he have to do, you're not going to be defended, because the scriptures say, he that keep the word of my patience, I will keep him from the hour of temptation. Right. So even if you think you're going to resist what's going to happen, the Lord is going to spew you out of his mouth, man. That's right. Because you're not operating under the frequency of the Lord, man. Right. You establishing your own righteousness and doing your own goddamn thing, man, just to be fucking rebellious. And all you guys ain't got a reason to be rebellious, man. You're just doing it because of what you see another monkey do, man. And the Lord got a good way of cleaning up monkeys in this thing, man.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
They're in it for the wrong reasons, man. lot of these people got no business trying to be teachers. Not everybody's set up to be a teacher, man.
Right.
Exactly.
You can't just be a helper, man. There's nothing wrong with being a fucking helper, man. That's a righteous thing. Like this, hey, like I would be cool being a door greeter.
It's an easier
kingdom.
responsibility.
Right.
Just as a helper, you ain't gotta rebuke. I mean, you know, the spirit hop on a helper to rebuke your ass, but ultimately, if you ain't a teacher, you just not a teacher. All you guys not even supposed to have this book in your fucking mouth, man. You ain't rooted. You dudes don't study. You don't do a goddamn thing, man. You just go out there and repeat what you hear. Because if you was well learned, you would question when the doctrine was changed the first time.
Right.
Instead, you hear. Scriptures go about a man being swayed by every wind of doctrine, man. The scriptures give examples of those dudes, man. So how can you be right when you fit that bill?
Yeah.
Proves that you're not in the scriptures, man. So
Yeah.
on that, brother.
That was it, bro.
Okay.
Brothers don't got another one. I got precept. You
You got one time? Go ahead.
Yeah, kind of. Before I get it, man, as these brothers is saying, you know, this is a humble warning, all right? But Jake got to pay heed to that pride demon, man.
Yes.
All right? Because you see men getting on you. A wise man's supposed to humble down and correct himself, but that pride will have you playing that 50 Cent mini man. Many men was death upon me. That's that pride. Make you feel like you just hot shit.
Right.
You done got everybody talking. I'm the most controversial nigga in Israel. Bro, that ain't gonna end well for you, man. But this is Sirach 32:14. It says, "Whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, but the hypocrite will be offended thereat." And we have already seen instances where men are offended at the law. Men are offended at the writings inspired by the Most High, man. You know, hey, that's a real demon to come up against the scriptures in general, man. It say, "They that fear the Lord shall find judgment and shall kindle justice as a light. A sinful man will not be reproved, but finding an excuse according to his will." You know? Oh, this ain't nothing but a new revelation from the Most High. That's finding an excuse according to his will. Oh, the Lord taught me this. The Lord showed us this, man. Nah. You see? Because if the Lord showed it to you, then you wouldn't have bug out niggas getting on your ass telling you going off, man. GMS, we ain't even got to tell you going off because you got bug outs out there that's rebuking your ass, man. Yeah, that magic mushroom nigga, he probably telling them niggas they going off.
And you know what, bro? This is not a good look for. That's not a good look for them, bro. It's not good, bro. Like the dude, they hurt. This dude, who you call a leader, he ain't got it, man. He's all over the place. He's not even sure. He's not sure what he's saying, man. He said it. He said it. When you want to make money, he will change the doctrine. He said it in a roundabout way.
Yep.
Let me say it verbatim, because they're quick to, Jake like to swat at nets. He never said that, but come on, man. Use common sense, motherfucker. The nigga said that if you want to make more money, he'd start teaching salvations to Gentiles, and essentially the motherfucker is doing that.
Right.
Why don't you guys have a problem with that, man?
Yeah.
Right.
Why y'all letting this guy get away? Y'all supposed to rise up and rebuke this nigga, man. And say, fuck you. We leave it, man. We don't believe that.
Yeah.
Prove that none of you niggas were rooted in the first goddamn place.
Right.
That also proves that them cats wanted to say that the whole time. Because you all about wanting to all include all the rest of the nations. Why? Because you want more money. You want to be accepted in the world.
Well, Elazar said it, man. Elazar was telling him I had to keep batting down these ideas Deacon had, man.
Keep it from himself.
Even if Pegazar is telling you no, it was a shit show to begin with.
Damn.
Man. And all you niggas knew about each other, man. But see, the Lord's got a way of stringing things out to have things come out at the time that He wants it to come out, man. You know, the elect are gonna get beamed up regardless, man. So all you insincere niggas, you're deceiving yourself, man. You playing yourself.
I got one more verse.
Go ahead.
It say Sirach 32:17. It say a sinful man will not be reproved, but finding an excuse according to his will. A man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear, even when of himself he had done without counsel. You see? So hey, that's a scary position to be in. What it say, daunted without fear, man. Hey, we walk out of our house every day with fear, man. we cut on these videos with fear, man. Making sure we on point, making sure we do the right thing, because if not, the Lord will judge us.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah. So actually going back to 2 Timothy 4 and 2 again, it say, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. It say, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables, man. What's a fable? Talking about a fucking heathen can be saved, man. That's not the truth. You know, scripture's saying, Jeremiah 16 and 19, that the Gentiles would come from the ends of the earth and that they inherited lives, man. You know? So you pushing out that Gentiles can receive salvation and shit, you were turning a lot of people away from the truth, man. And that's a lot of blood on you niggas' hands.
Right.
Yep. Like we in a time of great apostasy, man. Quick precept. This goes into the withered fig tree because that represents these wicked Israelites, all right? YAHAWASHI cursed it, but this is the book of Matthew 21 and 18. It says, now in the morning, as he returned to the city, he hungered. And when he saw the fig tree in the way, he came to it and found nothing thereon, but leaves only, and said unto it, let no fruit go on thee henceforth forever. So the Lord already cursed you dudes, man. Scripture goes into being cursed children, man. You can't receive the law of the Lord, man. You know, also it goes into how supposed to be teachers of the law, forever learning, roughly paraphrasing. You're supposed to be teachers of the law, but yet you're constantly learning and not coming into the full assurance of the truth.
Right.
Because like I mentioned, a lot of them dudes came up the wrong way. When you look at the following, when you look at, you know, the comment board, it's just, it's no works. There's literally a withered fig tree, man. You have a nigga with one subscriber and a bunch of twerk videos on there telling you wicked.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, nigga, you ain't even got a video of it. You trying to curse me out.
Yeah, you got the playlists.
Yeah, you got a playlist, nigga. You nigga got a 70s playlist full of nigga shit, bro.
Right.
Like, wait a minute, bro. You ain't even did a fucking a video. What's the breakdown of Deuteronomy 28 and 68, nigga?
Right.
You know? And it reads here, and it says, and presently the fig tree withered away. And when he saw his disciples saw it, they marveled and said, how soon is the fig tree withered away? And YAHAWASHI answered and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye should not only do which you've done to the fig tree, but also if ye should say, move this mountain, be thou moved, and be thou cast into the sea, and it should be done. Okay, so essentially we have the power to curse you people, man. We have power to call down certain prayers from the Heavenly Father to move on our behalf, man, because we've been in trouble. You see? So, yeah, man. You have something?
This is just a quick one back to 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 22. It says, if any man love not the Lord, YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, let him be anathema, maranatha. You know, and I think we went into that a while ago about what that means. Okay? That basically means you fuck off. Ain't nothing you can do. Wait for the Lord to come. You know? That's what it means to be cursed, to be put into a weakened state until a judgment happens to you, man. You know?
And we don't owe you niggas a goddamn thing. We can tell you to fuck off and fuck you, man. You know, nigga, the Lord is dealing with great millstone. We don't give a damn.
Right.
Y'all know that, and in the spirit, they know we're the men of the Lord.
Yeah,
That's right.
They just like to scoff, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Bro, we saw the chariots, bro. The chariots put up on us, and this ain't the first time. We see chariots often in this camp, but the chariots showed up 2 weeks in a row. In that first video we caught on camera, you couldn't deny that, man.
Right.
So fuck you guys, man. All right, the spirit is dealing with us, and we believe that through the spirit.
Sure.
Okay, and ain't nothing you niggas can say that's gonna make us change our mind on anything.
Yep.
The spirit is dealing with us. Fuck your vain opinions. The hell with your emotions. The hell with your hurt shit.
Right.
All right, because
Right.
Jake is good for playing the victim. Hakai, you're not a victim, my dude.
Yeah.
You ain't a victim, bro.
Right.
That passive aggressive shit, you know, or they put curses on me for doctrinal differences. Nigga, you know how many foul things you done said behind us behind closed doors, bro?
Yeah, I would never.
Right.
And open doors, openly, which you just said on camera about us.
Right.
That nigga there, man.
Putting that
Tough.
thumbnail of the apostles with the little young teenage
Yeah,
women.
yeah.
Yeah, you Sakari niggas been talking about each other the whole time. You know? Little gossiping ass niggas, man. But Paul just said it. He said, if any man love not the Lord YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, let him be anathema, maranatha. That basically means fuck you. Okay? That means go fuck off, man. That means you could be cursed if you just gonna be a rebellious nigga and try to come up some other kind of way.
Yeah.
You know, because for you to say other people can be saved for what YAHAWASHI did, and YAHAWASHI is only coming for the elect, so it ain't even all of the Israelites that are here that are today, man. You know, the Lord is coming back for the elect, man. Okay, and true salvation is getting those laws written on your inward parts.
Yep.
You know, so you're not coming up the way of YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right.
Good.
Precept.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 15. It says, "Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother." Okay, so if you guys listen, all right, and we told you you're wrong, then you're considered a brother. Quit walking around here talking about we putting curses on our brothers, man. You are not our brothers.
Yeah, and but you see, brother, but they said, "Well, you ain't come to us alone. We ain't got to come to you alone." Doctrine different, nigga. The doctrine is open for the congregation. I ain't got to pull you to the side and say, "Hey, your doctrine."
Right,
I mean,
right.
if I pull you to the side, essentially, timing wise, whatever, but I don't have to make it my duty to pull you to the side and say your doctrine is off.
Yeah.
Now, if it's some shit you did between me and you, and I'm offended, and that's different.
Yeah.
That ain't for the congregation to know, unless you become a demon. But nigga, the doctrine is for Israel. So we can openly rebuke you. We just read it. Open rebuke is better than secret love, bro.
That's right, man. That's Matthew 18. That's what they try to go to. That's for a personal trespass. Like if you think a brother kind of got over on you or overcharged you on something, it ain't not really a sin.
Yeah.
It's a disagreement. Okay, then if the disagreement y'all can't come out, then you bring the 2, then you bring the 3. But if you actively sin or do something, no, that's public, man. Okay? The brother pop another brother, well, you can't just shake hands behind the door and be like, nah, I ain't. No, man. You went off.
Hey, because the scriptures say rebuke before all so others may fear.
That's right, man. Yeah. That's right. But they try to go to Matthew 18 and try to act like sin got to be some behind door counsel. No, man.
Yeah, that's what Alizé tried to say.
That's if you offended a brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have differences and shit, you know, but that happens. You know?
All right, that's more like a one-on-one. If you guys are in the same camp, okay, you can go and tell them alone. But if you're openly teaching and you're preaching on the street corners, the highways and hedges, at the footstool of a prophet, okay, then you got to get rebuked openly. Yeah. It's not no one alone at that point because you publicly did shit. Yeah. It's one thing if you personally did something to somebody else individually, then yeah, you go and do it. But if you're publicly on a platform on YouTube and you putting out false doctrine, okay, then that's the open rebuke on your ass, and you're supposed to take that as better than secret love, but y'all don't. And that's your problem, man. So read on further. It says, "But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee 1 or 2 more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established." And you all got hundreds and thousands of witnesses of you going off at this point. All right? So the word has been clearly established. And it says, "And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church," which you've neglected to hear, all these brothers putting lessons out, you've neglected to hear, man. It says, "But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican." And we had already told you how we feel about heathens. So you ain't getting no damn salvation either.
But they trying to save them up, so I guess that don't apply to them.
Yeah, right. Well, the Lord told you how you feel about heathens, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Good precept, real quick. This is the book of Sirach 31. No, Sirach 11. And I'm going to start at verses 29. It says, "Bring not every man into thine house, for the deceitful man has many trains." All right? So what they do, you know, and it ain't just them, it's just in general what you see with a lot of these other groups and other guys, man. They play on words, schematics, man. You know, versus like if we say one thing, they'll rephrase it to make it sound like something else to get the controversy out of what it is.
Right.
You know, like Eazy-E said, all publicity is good publicity, whether good or bad. Yeah, they only worried about followings and clouds. And this is why when you go to the IUIC, they say you can only have one wife because they got to appease them chicken heads in that congregation, man. Because they know ultimately them women in there ain't going to tolerate they man having another dude. And they can't have no money from that shit.
You gotta keep the peace.
Yeah, you got to keep the peace. So he's got to teach wickedness in order to keep the fuck. You niggas are wicked.
Boy, that shit pissed me off.
What?
This is
Crazy,
crazy.
bro.
Trying to teach them out. That's not scriptural about more than one wife. Nigga, are you out of your mind?
And you can't have the snow.
Right.
You think them dudes ain't having other women on the side?
Well,
bro?
I know for a fact they got,
Hey.
got some hoes, man.
Every man gonna,
Not for a fact, but
gonna
you know, I
do
know.
his nature, man. Every man's gonna do his nature eventually. He's gonna want another woman. Eventually, it's gonna happen. You can't avoid that.
Well, it goes left with them guys. That's when they start committing adultery.
Yeah, but Isaiah 60:22.
But you know, a lot of it too is when you sell out. You know, you got to teach everything that the United States says is legal.
Yeah.
It's illegal in the U.S. to have a second wife.
You gotta get a marriage license.
You gotta get, you know, if you do that, you got people that. There was an article not too long ago. Some dude got charges on him
Yeah.
behind having.
It was a Jake dude.
Yeah, and behind 2 different states. He was
Right.
doing it right too. You know.
See?
Yeah, one wife in one state, he had another state. You know, he probably kept it separate, was cool, but he got caught. You know, so Nate got to teach that bullshit. Why? Because he took the bag, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so wild though because like a man can't have another wife, but he can go deal with a fucking homosexual.
Right.
Yeah, you see that, bro? How does that became federal law all the way up to the Supreme Court before you could have a side piece, bro? You know what I'm saying? You can't have a second wife, but they went out of their way, you know, Nabisco and Dorito changing their bags to the rainbow, everything.
Right.
You know how much money that is to push that bullshit? But all of a sudden, it's legal to pop in more states to pop an animal than it is to have a second wife. Bro.
Right. Yeah. And that's sad, man.
Wow.
That's sick. That's why we got to get delivered, man.
Yeah.
But I have one more, Baba Shah. This is James 3:1. It says, "Not many of you should become." This is in the NIV. It says, "Not many of you should become teachers, my fellow believers, because you know that we who teach will be judged more strictly." Okay, so some of y'all ain't got no business being teachers, man.
Yep.
Some of y'all just need to stay on the other side of the line. And why? Because you coming in this thing pushing for the wrong reasons. Your flesh isn't built up. You don't have enough strength to be a teacher.
Right.
It takes a lot of integrity, a lot of work. You got to be able to withstand all the wiles of the devil, man. You got to be able to rebuke Satan. And some of y'all not strong enough to do that. So what? You give in to, you know, these women, and then you try to bring that stuff into, you know, the role of a prophet, and that's when you polluting things, man.
We just gonna say it frank, bro. The Lord is not dealing with hoe ass niggas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
That's
you in
true.
Israel. There's a lot of hoe ass niggas in Israel. Akar, you a hoe ass nigga, bro. I'll tell you that to your fucking face.
That's why the
Straight up.
6 is written like that, man. It's a wartime thing, man.
I
I
got
can read it
this.
quick little.
Yeah, Con, this is Isaiah chapter 60:21. It says, "Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified." It say, "A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, Yahawah, will hasten it in his time."
How is he gonna hasten from 1 to 1,000? You about one woman every 9 months.
No.
Bro, that's not.
You know what I'm saying?
That
I ain't
shit
waiting.
impossible.
Even a woman know that shit ain't possible,
Right,
bro.
right.
Yeah.
Hell no.
And she ain't gonna want the burden to have it.
Right, another one.
Your woman
Nobody-
ain't trying to lay on our back 7 days a week, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
she'll do it, but overall, them chicks be wanting you to go 2 days without popping them, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Got precept. Peep there. This is a cut to them IUIC dudes, man. And you know, we gonna focus on prophecy because essentially it ain't even about you dudes. You dudes is just part of it, man. This is all part of prophecy. Okay, but our biggest concern is this place getting destroyed, the mark of the beast being instituted, and I'm ready to see this place go up in flames, man. Because ultimately that's our goal, is to get up out of here in one piece. But you dudes are holding us the fuck back, man, because you love it here. All right, quick precept. This is the book of 1 Samuel through 25. And I'm going to start at verses 39. And it says here, "And when David heard that Nabal was dead, he said," which Nabal means foolish, man. And it says, "Blessed be Yahawah, that he pleaded to cause of my reproach from the hand of Nabal, and have kept his servant from evil. For the Lord have returned the wickedness of Nabal upon his own head. And David sent to commune with Abigail and take her to him to wife." So David had several wives, man. All right? And you guys claim to believe in King David, so why aren't you following the script? And it reads, "And when the servants of David were come to Abigail to Carmel, they spake unto her, saying, David has sent us to thee, to take thee to him to wife. And she arose and bowed herself on her face to the earth," meaning she bowed down, she bowed to him, "and said, Behold, let thine handmaid be a servant to wash the feet of the servants of my Lord." And that's the spirit you women supposed to be in, man. supposed to be in a subservient spirit to serve your men. If you're not in this spirit, then you're not in the right spirit.
Yep, that's right.
And Abigail hasted and arose and rode upon an ass with 5 damsels of hers that went after her. And she went after the messengers of David and became his wife. And David also took Ahinoam of Jezreel, and they were both to him his wives, plural.
See? And, hey, when you read early in that story of Abigail, you'll see the Most High set her husband up, okay, to get jacked up, man. So the Lord set that up, man.
Yeah.
The Lord literally set Abigail up for her husband to transgress against King David.
Yeah.
He ain't want to let his men. Forgot what it was. Let him
flock,
get him food.
and,
He was
he
being a
was a
demon.
nigga, yeah.
And the Lord took
Like
his
who?
ass up out of there and gave his wife to King David. So the Lord did that, man.
Right.
He was talking shit like, David who? Like, well, don't know who the fuck is this
He
dude?
my king.
So then David was finna go deal with him, but then she made intervention for him. Like, nah, don't do it. He's a demon.
Yeah. She said she really prolonged your life, but the Lord still wanted you. 'Cause
Bro.
she was trying to keep the peace, like, you know.
They call the nigga son of Belial, bro. He's the devil.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of you. And you know, a lot of you sisters in this thing, you're in this predicament too. You know, I know a lot of sisters in this thing. They got husbands that's in the world. You know, they got husbands that probably was in this truth, and then they not teaching right doctrine. And a lot of them watching our videos now. And in that situation, they just read this story. Because we're not going to tell you to put curses on your husband or anything, because that's your husband. You got to serve him. But in retrospect, if he's a demon and you're subscribing to the men of YAHAWASHI, keep the faith. Because when the Lord take that nigga out for being a demon and you remain righteous, the Lord will pair you up with a man of the Lord, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, I had to counsel a situation like that maybe like months ago. It was a situation like that. A young lady was kind of conflicted because she didn't know if she can move or whatever or be with another brother. And I was telling her, I was like, well, no, that's probably not the wise thing to do, even if he is in a different camp because he's still an Israelite. You know, essentially that wasn't her first husband, but you get the point. You got sisters that's in those predicaments that want to get out. So a test of your faith, you have to be patient and remain humble and pray. You know, that the Lord send you a righteous man, and the Heavenly Father will do just that.
That's a good point, because we got to be patient too.
Yeah.
We in our own. Everybody's in their own hell.
Yes.
Everybody's got a cross that they got to bear.
Yeah.
You know, so you might be in that situation where you got to be patient. It's going to end one or two ways. Either the Lord's going to put the Spirit on them to come to the true doctrine and the true brothers and repent and be converted. You know, with your faith, you could be pointing them in the right direction. You know, you'll be careful with that though, because if you're a wife and you got a husband, he's not going to want you telling you you know where he needs to go. You know, but you just all through the Spirit, man. The Spirit can do anything, anything, man.
Right.
And if he don't go that way, like the brother said, the Lord will just kill the dude, man. Take him out.
Yep. And it says, but Saul had given Michal, his daughter, David's wife. It's like 4. How many wives I didn't read already? Damn. But IUIC say, oh, that's not scripture. Bro, this is the scriptures. This is called the Holy Bible, the scriptures. We're reading it out of the scriptures, man. Yeah. And don't give us, well, YAHAWASHI, and YAHAWASHI never said that you couldn't have more than one wife, bro. He never condemned that.
Yep.
You know? And a man having another woman is not fucking adultery, nigga. YAHAWASHI was quoting the law when he brought that statement up, because he understood, according to Moses, that you Jakes was going to harden your heart and marry other men's wives anyway, man. You know, but YAHAWASHI didn't condemn men having more than one wife. Okay? Now, we're not saying go court a bunch of women to yourselves in this time because it's not wise, but Isaiah 4:1 is written for a reason.
Yep.
You know? So, you brothers be prepared. They finna start coming in, bro.
It said David had 10 concubines too, that his son took. When David fled, he had 10 concubines just keeping the whole house that he was in.
Yeah.
You know?
And concubine is just a lesser wife, it's just a secondary wife. She does the same shit the wife do, you know, she just don't get the privilege as the main wife, but it's still a lesser wife. She's supposed to serve you, submit, worship your God, and shut the fuck up when you tell her to. Okay?
Yeah, or if your wife tell her to.
Yeah,
you know, 'cause even that's an order.
Yeah.
You know, you were the head of the household, man. You decide how all of that go, man.
But look at Gideon. Gideon had 70 sons, bro. Said he had many wives and concubines. And Gideon was a prophet of the Lord.
Yep. That's right.
Somebody give me Isaiah 4.
Okay.
Somebody get Isaiah 3, start at verse 16. Matter of fact, Isaiah 3, let's start there first. Then somebody get 2nd Ezra 16, start at verses 22, and we're going to read all the way down. And then we're going to wrap it, well, not wrap it up, but we're going to, you know, get Isaiah 4:1 and play into it. Because the scriptures is a picture that formulates a puzzle that formulates a picture, man. Precept upon precept.
All right, quickly.
Yeah, you got it.
This Psalms 40:1. It says, I waited patiently for the Lord YAHAWASHI, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. He brought me up also out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my goings, right? So as brothers were saying, you know, whether you a brother in this thing or if you a sister in this thing, you have to wait patiently for YAHAWASHI to fix your condition, man. All right? We all got something we can complain about. We all got something that's a fucking thorn in our side. But understanding these prophecies and continue to remain occupied in prophecies, you know, it makes the waiting part not so bad, you know, because you get to remind yourself of the reward and what, you know, real life is going to look like.
You said Isaiah 3, starting around verse 16.
It started 12, shit.
Okay, come on. This is Isaiah 3:12. It say, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yeah, but when children is going into you heathens too, man. It's double fold, you know. It's talking about children, but it's also talking about you Edomites too, man. Job 30 goes into they that'll be younger than I have me in derision. You Edomites are childlike. And this is what Keisha learns her bad habits from. So there's a bunch of kids that's ruling and delegating authority over kings, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw that lesson you did with that little daughter, that little wicked bitch.
Yeah.
You know, that's oppression, man.
Yeah.
You know, your little kid could get you locked up, man. Bro, daddy touched me, you know, say some crazy shit.
They be
That's
training
part
them a lot.
of it too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all like you said, wicked vibration.
And did the mother rebuke the daughter? She didn't rebuke the little girl, did she? She
Probably set her up.
Yeah, probably showed her how to do it.
You know?
Call this number.
That's just to show you what your place is, man. How Esau wants the so-called black man at the very bottom, the so-called Hispanic man at the bottom, man. You know, it's to make a statement. You know, everybody else can come here and make money off of you, can kick you and get away with it, and do all of these different things. And if you buck up against it, they're gonna label you aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, you're emotional, and this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's a whole lot of European immigrants. ICE ain't looking for them.
No.
Right. Yeah.
I be knowing these niggas is not legal.
Right.
Hey, these motherfuckers that live downstairs from me, man. I don't know if they Somalians or they could be from Haiti. I don't know, but they drive them foreign cars down there, and none of them clowns work. You know what I'm saying? Like they stay in an apartment, and it's like 3 of their ass down there on our tax, on our fucking money though.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, he's talking shit to the Somalis now, but even then, they ain't getting fucked with like Jake.
Right. Isaiah 3:12. It say, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths.
Yeah, man, because essentially we at the bottom now. So this is why you got this child support shit. You got this what you call the women's lib. You know, you got these bureaucracies that lords over Jake, man, putting oppression, putting hell on you. Even the Edomite man is catching hell under this system, man. You know, and essentially is to destroy the Israelite man. Have you Jakes figured that out yet, man? Why you on bottom? Why you are the first fired, last hired? You ridiculed. They purposely stripped you and put you at the bottom because they understand your nature and they understand where your power comes from.
Yeah.
You niggas love being simps, man.
Yeah. Some of you niggas just love the struggle, man.
Yeah. Niggas still simping for the woman, bro. You can't talk to that sister like that. Okay.
Man, that shit's so played out, bro.
Right.
For real, though.
Yeah, them Wi-Fi cats from Atlanta, they did that. You ain't gonna touch her here, man, bro. If he wanted to balled up and toss her like a frisbee, I wouldn't have done a damn thing because that's not my business, bro.
I was kind of hoping he got spiritual powers, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that nigga up. You had no business intervening in that shit, man.
Yeah, you give the truth a bad rap because essentially you ain't nothing but niggas that just learned a couple of Bible scriptures. You didn't put off the old man. You still the same grimy niggas you were in the world. Just with a t-shirt with fringes on it now. That's it. And a fucking ponytail. That's it.
Ouch.
Say Isaiah 3:13, it say, Yahawah standeth up to plead and standeth to judge the people. Yahawah will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people and the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up the vineyard, the spoil of the poor is in your
The
houses.
spoils of the poor is in your houses, man. When you go into these black women houses and shit, bro, you look at all the idols up in there. Look at the shit that they collect, bro. You go in the women got a walk-in closet full of shit they don't even need, man. And essentially, you know, Jake, we like nice shit. We get things, but Keisha just do it just because, man. You know, you go in Jake's house, idols, all types of shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The spoils of the poor, man.
It say, verse 15, it say, what mean ye that, Salaki, what mean ye that ye beat my people to pieces and grind the faces of the poor, saith Yahawah of hosts. Moreover, Yahawah hath said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
Yep. One time goes into being undisciplined. That's that pride demon on him, man. No matter how bad it is for Keisha, she still got a certain sense of entitlement that's glued to her spirit because she's been elevated in this world.
Yep.
In this world, these women know that being a hoe gets more value than being a righteous woman. They know that.
Yep.
So they choose to be the whore, man.
Yeah, and you sisters in the truth, you gotta check that haughtiness, man.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta ask yourself, am I acting like a proud bitch? You know?
Yeah.
Because hey, if you call yourself in the truth, you should be showing the utmost humility, man.
Yes, sir.
Because what they say, give me any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. We fucked up in the world. All right? But hey, having that conscious of the things you did in the world, you damn sure need to be humbling down, man.
Yeah.
But we understand that's not the case.
Right.
You go on somebody, you go on IUIC comment board and post one too many scriptures. It's gonna be a sister telling you to shut your ass up.
Bro. Bro. Back in the day when we used to like rebuke them, you had women from their church coming on our comment board cursing brothers out.
Yep.
How dare you? Shut up. Shut your man.
Yep.
It's just
Just
completely
be quiet.
out
It's
of order.
completely out of order. A lot of
Out of order.
and then you got sisters that's jumping from brother to brother.
Right.
Sisters that's married to brothers in one camp and flirting with other brothers and all that other stuff. Like, bro, you men in this thing, man, that been in you gotta have better discernment, bro. The scriptures say, give yourself not over to a light woman. You brothers that call yourselves elders in this thing, you got years in, you can't just be dealing with just any old hoe. Now I get it, you know, all our women are off, and you're gonna have those ones that just you're gonna have an affinity for. But if she's calling herself an Israelite and she's out of pocket and you got experience in this thing, then you need to check your spirit, bro.
Get your house in order.
Yeah, man, because these women ain't right, man.
Yep.
You on this comment board, that comment board, that elder board, that elder, but you married to a notable dude. Like, what are you doing?
I wish my bitch would get on somebody else's comment board.
That's grounds for termination, bro. Ain't no counting,
Termination.
bitch.
Yeah,
What the fuck you mean?
that's it. And she knows what she's doing, man. And there's
Yep.
a reason she did it. She felt in the spirit that she can try you, man. So you gotta check your spirit.
That's big in Israel, brother.
Yeah.
Women jumping to other brothers and shit.
God,
That's
God.
big.
It's always been from the ancient time.
Yeah,
That's why there's laws on adultery. The Lord had to put that in the book for a reason, because it happens.
Yep.
That's literally adultery. People think of adultery as just because you gotta have a marriage certificate and then you know cheat on each other, then it's considered adultery. No, you're actually married when you have sex.
Yeah.
You know, when that man wants to take that woman as his wife and he's giving her the title, it's that man's authority to do so. He picks, not you women.
Right.
You women think you got the authority to pick and choose whether or not you need to be committed to somebody or not. No, the man determines that. If he says, hey, look, I want you to be my woman, he's telling you in the spirit, he just said that, hey, look, you're his. You belong to him. You're his wife.
Well, and this is why women shouldn't. This is why we don't have women in our congregation. We got women that follow us, but you don't see women in our classes or on, teaching. We not fellowshipping with the woman in the room. Like, where do you see women here? With these other guys, it's okay. Or you could be doing a whole lesson and your woman right here eating Cheetos and shit,
Right.
looking at your ass. Like, you better be, you
Yeah.
got 3 other dudes
Don't
in
bring
here.
out Isaiah.
Right.
Yeah. Making sure you don't bring out that Isaiah. She throwing a fist
Yeah,
up at
don't
your
do
ass.
that.
Like, I wish you would.
I wish you
3
would.
other teachers in here, and she's picking on who sounds the best. That's off as hell, man. You brothers ain't supposed to have your women around brothers like that, man. You know, unless they doing something for the body or, you beating. But y'all, brother, if I got my female over here, man, brothers ain't finna be around like that. Brothers don't even want to be around that.
No.
You know?
Yeah, that's private business. That's almost like being naked around another grown ass man.
Right.
Keep your shit
Check
separate.
that, man. Like that spirit McCall was in, man. She just got proud, you know.
Yeah.
She's the daughter of the king. She thought she got too big for her britches, man.
Right.
Thinking she could tell King David what he can and can't do. I mean, he could look at, you know. And back in them days when they had those parties, those men and women were separate, man. You didn't have men and women grinding up on each other and abusing things like that, man.
Hell no.
Hey, the only person that can check an Israelite man is another Israelite and the Most High, man.
Yep.
Can't no women ever check you, brother.
Right. You say Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, Yahawah said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, Yahawah will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahawah will discover their secret parts.
Yeah, the bald headedness, man. You know, the haughtiness, the pride. That's why our women can't grow hair. Alopecia. You know, they have the, oh man, what he said, Color Purple. He said they got that nasty woman's disease, man. They be having that BV.
Yeah.
It's called bacterial vaginosis, bro. That come from dealing with different men and not having a good diet and you know just not wearing a proper etiquette as a woman, bro.
Yeah.
It's an evil spirit too attached with it.
Yeah.
It's like they can't even walk out the house. You know what I'm saying? Without something on their head, bro. That's a demon on them. You know, so they refuse to literally just eat right. You know what I'm saying? Take care of their hair. They literally would just put that crazy polyester plastic bullshit. They'll literally have that shit sewn there for years at a time, bro, without taking that shit out, bro.
Yes.
Cause that starts, the Satan got her mind, bro. She's trying to look like an Edomite woman, when you were really made better to look better than her, man.
Right.
You know?
White women trying to look like Jake women.
Right.
Why you think they got the lip fillers and the ass shots?
So when the Lord smit Keisha, man, it started with her mind, and then all that other shit went behind it, man. If you just don't do right with your hair, man, all kinds of physical illnesses and stuff start popping up, man.
You get bugs on that shit.
I'm seeing Keisha with a hairline back here, bro. Cause she done had, she done just had them tight ass braids, you know, sewing that shit in over and over. You don't get no rest. Give your hair 6 months to just, you know what I'm saying?
To rest.
But she gotta have a certain look. She gotta have the nails done. She gotta have the fucking eyelashes nowadays, and you know what I'm saying?
Bitch, you got a patch in our goddamn head.
Right. Before you got tennis.
Right. Bitch, if you just had a man, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even need to have all of that, man. You know?
Right.
What's that? When our brother grabbed that precept, what's it say? That richness thy face with painting,
Yeah.
and then I should make that self fair.
I got you, bro.
Like I hate that that saying, pain is beauty. No, the fuck it's not. When it comes to a woman, you know, looking good. Okay, if your hair it hurts to get a fucking perm. If it hurts to do your goddamn eyelashes, if it hurts to go to the nail salon and they're digging them tools in your fucking nails, they're doing too much, man. You don't have to go all that overboard to look good. How about you just take a fucking bath in some fine oils, man? You know?
Well, the scriptures goes into how beauty is vain. Deceit is how does it go? Beauty is vain, but a woman that fears YAHAWASHI should be praised. Deceit,
Yeah.
And the same bitch won't even go to the gym, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go through all of that pain and bullshit. She been wearing heels for 8 hours.
Right.
You know, but she can't hit the gym.
But those zipping shot, bro. The shot.
Oh yeah.
That
That changed the game.
Yeah,
And then you get mad at the dudes you with because you go through all this pain to look like that, and you feel like he owes you something. You wasn't supposed to be in pain in the fucking first place. You ain't supposed to have no fucking high heels unless your man wants you to wear that shit in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's cool. That's what he liked, and that's on him. But you know, you guys go through so much shit every goddamn day, especially the nigga woman.
Yeah.
Like no way in hell I would sit down and have somebody put a goddamn needle in my scalp and sew some plastic into my fucking head.
Bro, even worse than that, like the fucking plastic surgery and shit. He should do it the most. Like once they get big, they start trying to look like the Edomite woman. Glorilla just did that shit.
Bro.
And bitch, Glorilla just did that shit, bro. She like changed. She like got a nose job.
Yeah.
Pretty sure she lightened her skin too.
Veneers.
Yeah.
That bitch
Niggas
is
get
Glorilla, bro. That
veneers.
bitch like a stepped on cereal box.
She's really, really ugly if you don't got
She
the
was.
makeup on.
It's like a cornflake.
Yeah, bitch got a
Sound
fucking
like
jujitsu
Ja Rule.
belt. Ugly bitch.
Huh.
Yeah, but the scriptures tell you.
Gorilla, I'll punch you in your motherfucking shit. Come here with that
She
spirit.
be saying that shit like Riz Ross. Oh,
What
how the fuck is that shit? Sex?
And you fucking hoes follow this. You look up to this bitch, bro. Bro, I almost cut a bitch off the. She said, "You like Glorilla?" I said, "How dare you ask me?"
It's bad though, because I think, you know, then the Edomite woman start fucking with that shit, man.
Bro, this is
Yeah, they, you know.
Yeah.
That's why they make so much money, because
The Edomite women, please don't follow Keisha.
Yes.
Stay white, right?
Please.
it's too late now.
Don't be dealing with all these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Just stay who you are.
Be a
It's too late.
Swifty.
Take the advice of Uncle Ruckus, man.
Yeah.
Don't
I
stop
like
lying.
them Edomites.
I hate that
They
shit.
ain't nothing but nigga women, bro.
But they all doing it now.
Yeah.
That's in the scriptures. They will be ensnared by the feet that they be
Don't trap.
trapping their own snare.
Yeah.
That's the Edomite woman. They put that bullshit, that adultery culture out to destroy us, but now they women are all outside now, man. Now they baby mamas and shit. And, you know,
Edomite woman went out bad, bro.
Bro.
Me and his brother stepped out yesterday, man. Went out, grabbed a little bite, man, and we was at the spot. And these are married Edomite bitches, bro. Fuck it, like all on Jake, man. I'm just like, I go to the washroom, some little, I ain't even see her. She had a big ass ring. I noticed she was a little nice, little 4'11". Probably not, you know, Edomite women kind of age bad, but I will give her. She probably was in her 40s. You could tell she took care of herself. Nice looking, short, petite. So she was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "What's up with you?" You know, we quick conversation. And then she touched me. She said, "Oh man, you look such and such." But I saw that ring on her finger. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
But they don't give a fuck,
They
bro.
don't.
But their husbands don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we was out at the spot the other week, I forgot what it was, but remember the bitch got up from the table and her man was sitting right there at the table. It was an Edomite bitch. She came up to you. She was real slick with it. She like looked at you some type of way, real slick.
Yeah.
And then she sat back down and I just shook my head, bro. Like they.
But that proved that they want Jake though, man.
Yeah. They mean
They gonna come right to Jake. When you Edomite do, they coming right over to Jake. They already coming, man.
Yeah.
Yep. You got a lot of Adam 22s out here too. They
Yeah,
actually do be knowing,
yeah,
but they just they
They
really don't.
wanna
Jake
act
will
like
bang
they
their
don't.
Wi-Fi. That shit.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Edomite woman really does not fuck with the Edomite man, cause you know, just from personal experience, man, it's like every Edomite bitch I talk to, they just hate him. They don't like the Edomite man, cause you're not a real man.
Well, if you watch Elder Malcolm videos, he be having a lot of receipts of the Edomite women be going against their man. So it's part of it. Apostles always say women go to who? The ones who got the power, man.
Yep.
It ain't always about money.
Right.
All right, this is a spiritual power that's going on that people can see on us, man.
Right.
Right, so it's something that can be felt, not necessarily seen. I mean, the women, they see it on us. More, we don't sometimes see, but there'd be a lot of fucking women that just be staring at your ass, man.
Yeah.
You know,
And you be with your woman.
Yep.
Shit, y'all know how that is. You got more.
But sometimes that's good though because your woman need to know that you can get other women. Bro.
Yeah.
Like chick I deal with, she don't even want to go out in public. Like she's like, I don't know, it's too much pressure.
They be getting insecure.
Jake throw that fur on and shit. She over here with a hoodie on. Jake get all glossy and shit. She like, man, I want to stay in the car. You want to come to the store with me? She said, nah, I just stay in the car.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Like, you sure you want to stay in the car?
Right.
I'm going to talk to her.
If I'm in there too long, it's an issue.
You gotta get right, Keith. You know, Edomite women, they gone. They wait for you to go to the bathroom. They can walk right up to you, man.
Brother, the Edomite woman, even though she's trash and wicked and just all over, they looking mighty right, bro.
Yeah.
They in shape, they eating right, they in the gym.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They getting down, bro. They serving Jake, bro. Like, bro, they serving Jake,
They
man.
starting to use seasoning on their cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starting to hit the glutes in the gym.
Yeah, they don't, bro. They don't, and a lot of them don't even care you got another woman, bro.
Nope.
Yeah, because they're not naturally born with that body like that. I mean, either white woman is not born with no natural ass. But all of a sudden now everybody walking around with a fucking peach on them. They squatting, they figuring it out.
The spirit of the Moors is back. When you go into the book, Nature Knows No Color Line, when they showed them nice apple bottom Edomites, they were popping them fucking Moors, bro. The Moors was popping them hoes, bro.
Yeah.
They getting right now.
Jake was telling them how to work off the hit out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Gone. I got the precept. This is the book of Jeremiah 4, and I'm gonna start at verses. 30? Start at verses 30. And it reads. It says here, and when thou art spoiled what wilt thou do? And it says, though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou writtenest thy face with pains, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair, and thy lovers would despise thee, and they would seek thy life. You know, and we're seeing that now, even though this is talking about Israel, but we relate it to the women because now you're seeing the dynamic between Eve and Esau break up. He's divorcing her, man.
Yeah,
You know, all you women out there that say, well, fuck niggas, fuck Jake, fuck the black man, I want to get a white man. Yeah, this boy could be John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
Burying people in the house, and you will get with him under the aesthetic of him being a so-called white man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Esau supplanted you, man. He got you to divorce your husband. You know, he been promising you we gonna run away and get married the whole time.
Yeah.
As soon as you file for divorce, you're like, it ain't gonna work out.
Yeah, you come in looking for the secretary, you find this bitch in the fucking stuffed in the file cabinet in the office. Man.
Yeah, for real.
Sleeping with the boss.
Yeah, Chad has left you to go be with another Chad.
Yeah,
Right,
for real.
Because, you know, Esau, man, are naturally
Damn.
GAY.
They don't
Damn,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
a lot of that's what a lot of black women deal with. They don't
They
speak
like
on
that
it,
shit.
but they men be dealing with other men.
Yeah.
They be on that shit that Pegazar is on,
Right.
Yeah.
and, you know, and openly. You know, and when they go to parties, they be grabbing each other's fucking dicks and shit.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
they be. I remember going to like an all-white school as a kid. I see how these fucking Edomite men get down.
Yeah, they piss in a circle. Hey, Jimmy,
Oh,
I can pee longer than you. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
They overly obsessed with
I
rods,
don't even
man.
want to. I don't even want to use a washroom with another man in there with me, bro.
Hell,
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
That is crazy though, cause it's like growing up, bro. The little Edomite kids was always like that. It's always weird, bro.
Mhm. Don't try to be one of them white frats, boy. They gonna have you do something strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get drunk
Johnson
around
was-
them, man. You can't. No, they'll do some. They all the time. They're gonna do some Momo shit to you, man. You might just get raped as a grown ass man dealing with them.
Yeah.
You know. So this is Keisha. She dealing with them. That's why AIDS is so big amongst Keisha,
Yeah.
because they want to deal with these Edomite men. They spreading that shit. That's usually spread between men. You know, Momo men.
Well, when you have a friend girl group, there's always homosexual in there. All them women, they're sleeping with the faggot dude, man. They're popping him, bro.
Yeah.
They do it because see the black woman, she looks at a homosexual as being more powerful than an actual straight man.
Mm-hmm.
She respects him more than you. That should fumigate you. That should piss you off, man.
Yeah.
Kind of demonic shit. At that,
Because it's like, wait a minute, man. I'm a real man. This guy, he couldn't protect you for his life depending on it. Yeah, he's still a man, but at the end of the day, he's a punk. What are you gonna do? He gonna fucking run and hide just like you.
Yeah.
That's why we say when all hell break loose, you sisters or you women out there that's in that spirit, you're not gonna be accepted around here. You're just not.
Yeah.
Figure it out on your own, man.
Yep.
You know.
Covered in shame.
Yeah.
Real quick one. You
Go ahead.
mentioned it earlier.
Got a little more.
Also like it.
And it says, "For I have heard the voice as of a woman in travail, and the anguish as her that bringeth forth our first child, the voice of the daughter of Zion that bewaileth herself, that spreadeth her hands, saying, Woe is me now, for my soul is weary because of murderers." And we're seeing that Esau is cutting this black woman off, man. So she's finna try to scapegoat her ass back to the side of the Israelite man, but the Israelite man is through with you, bro.
Yeah.
The Israelite man is going to Japan, he's going to Thailand, he's going to parts of Europe, he's going to Germany, he's going to the Philippines. And, you know, they going out there and dealing with submissive women, cooperative women, women that's agreeable,
Yeah.
that make their lives a lot easier than dealing with some scumbag, bonnet-wearing demon that's going to tell me what I can and I can't do.
Right.
Yeah.
In other words, women with common sense, man.
Yeah.
But they literally look at y'all like, what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
Why are y'all doing that shit?
Yeah.
Man? You know, don't you know you pay the bills, this and that, and you give this man hell every single day. They look at y'all like y'all animals, man.
Yeah. Northern Kingdom, they taking up the Israelite man too. I know we said the Edomite women be on Jake, but hey, the Northern Kingdom women, don't let her ass not have a green card. She'll do whatever Israelite man say, man.
Spiritual power transfer is happening.
God.
You know?
Yeah.
But be careful with that too, because she's still Israelite woman. Yeah, the curse.
She's still a dude.
So that adultery demon eventually rises. I know because I was married to a fucking Northern Kingdom bitch. She was all cool at first,
They all
but
off,
they all
brother.
turned right into a damn nigga woman after.
They all off, brother. They all off. And all of them off. Even the good ones off, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's just where we at. We're in hell.
Speaking relatively here, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead,
This is Proverbs 31:30. It says, "Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Most High shall be praised." okay? Because you got a lot of these beautiful women into some freaky, nasty shit.
Yeah.
Some of the baddest women, they just dealing with straight up gremlins, man.
That Dubai
And
shit.
a woman, that study came out. It said a woman will basically, there's nothing that wouldn't turn her on. Like when you show a man images of a woman, you got a certain arousal, and you show them like animals and monkeys and things of that nature. Some it was a lower percentage, but women, it literally didn't even matter, bro. They was turned on the same way by all of it. Another woman, another animal, because that's just their nature. When you just let them, you know, loose, they'll be into anything, man. They'll follow any doctrine. They'll follow anything that's popular.
Bestiality, that's what they into bestiality.
Yeah, a lot of women are doing their dogs. A lot of women, they ain't never been with a woman, but you get them in a party somewhere, and the next thing you know, they making out with a woman.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Boss Tar said that. He said, you a Muslim, she gonna be a Muslim.
Yep.
Yep.
You want to be a fucking Power Ranger, she gonna want to be one.
Yeah, that's why you don't marvel at a woman for her beauty, man. Because even though she's beautiful, she's liable to do anything, man.
Yeah, that's
You know,
Yeah,
you need the order of the man. Her father's got to have a household and can rebuke her if she gets out of pocket. You got to be in order. You know, there was a patriarchy. You know, but Esau, like we read earlier, he put the woman over the man.
Yeah.
That's the spirit you said that, man, because I was with a woman. She said she was with this dude that was a pimp, and this guy had a lot of clout. You know, he was basically pimping her for a while. But she used to tell me that this nigga used to take a shit on her chest in the bedroom. Like, that's what they were into.
Oh yeah.
Like, so what these women get involved with is just so fucking grotesque. It'll make you throw up, man.
Boy, they go to Dubai and get popped any goddamn way, man.
For that 30 racks.
Yeah.
Hey, but as we said earlier, part of this falls on neglect of the men because they weren't told how to deal with women. You know, you was told you gotta bring your teacher an apple, you gotta bring your girl a flower.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? You know, what do I need to do for you, baby? Type shit, man.
Yeah.
All right.
For a damn woman.
That's part of the reason why YAHAWASHI put the spirit on the men so we can get our houses right, man.
Mhm.
All right, because when we were growing up, all we seen was dysfunction when it comes to relationships, whether it be our parents, people we know. It was all dysfunction, man. But you know why? Because the man wasn't in charge. The man wasn't having the say, man. The man wasn't putting his foot down.
Yeah.
All right, some of you niggas talking crazy by your woman, and you just say, "All right, baby," then go down to the basement and wait it out, man.
You go sleep on the couch tonight.
Yeah.
You're in the doghouse.
Bro, go ahead on that, bro.
Isaiah 3 and 18 it say in that day,
I mean, man,
it say in that day,
50, 55.
It's 62 minutes on
in that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their calls and their round tires like the moon, the chain and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs.
Wait a minute, brother.
Yeah, the bonnets.
The bonnets, bro. The bonnet.
Bonnets.
Bonnet Chronicles, man.
And this I don't know if these curses don't put a clear indication on who the Israelites are, who the children of Israel are, man, then I don't know what to do. Because it said that, you know, in Deuteronomy 28, there will be a sign and a witness, man. You know, that we're those people. But it said, Isaiah 3 and 20, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings. It said the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, the mantles, the wimples, and the crisping pins, the glasses, the fine linen, and the hoods and the veils.
Okay, these are all things like accessories, man. All right, same way Batman, he had the bat belt with the pepper spray, the shit make you did. That's what these women deck themselves on. But it's to do what? It's to feed the demon, man.
Yeah.
All right, your woman should be all right with wearing sweatpants and a hoodie with no makeup, wearing flip flops, man. Because why? What she need to advertise for?
That's right.
But they wear all these things because it fuels it makes them feel good. So what's that do? It fuels the demon. All right, because we said this before. The same woman you see dressed up on a Saturday night at the club is not the same woman you
Totally
see
different.
Sunday morning
Totally
at Target.
Totally
Nope.
different.
Nope.
Night and day.
Y'all remember that movie Baps?
Come.
Back in the day. You seen that?
Yeah, I remember that. That movie used to vex me, man. My mom used to
Yeah,
love
back in
that
the day.
fucking movie.
It's because they love that attention,
I
man.
don't know if you brothers seen this movie back in the day. But you know, they was kind of mocking Keisha and her style. You know, I believe that's Halle Berry, and I forget the other actress name. But they used to wear all that shit, man. That shows you that's a perverted version of how women are, man. Wearing all the jewelry, the ankles, the big hoop earrings.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All the things in their hair.
But the Lord gonna show you what he gonna do to them, man. Go ahead.
Verse 24 is saying, it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there should be stink. And instead of a girdle, a ring.
Yeah, all that bed, bath, body work shit y'all be wearing to smell good.
Yeah.
Hey, a woman would choke you out with that shit. All that shit's gonna be gone, man.
Yep.
All right. As bro say, sometimes you might have to use some dry leaves to wipe your ass.
Right.
Don't let your ass get on the rag. Then what's gonna happen?
Right. A lot of women, you wouldn't even need all that if you just knew how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, eating right, taking an actual bath, soaking, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And Salakia. Stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. It say, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
Yep. And that pairs up with that 2 Ezra 16. Okay. Because y'all doing all of this shit, y'all getting proud, y'all putting on all of this makeup. All them little niggas in the hood, they gonna get drafted.
Yeah.
They gonna get put on the front line. You know, Trump ain't gonna have no issue of putting you niggas on the front line.
Oh, no.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And all them little niggas you raised to be you know, simps. You know, them mama's boys, them that Jody spirit, that baby boy spirit.
Yeah.
He said, not happening, bro.
Yeah.
All them Jodies.
Yeah, them little niggas gonna get fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Okay? And
Kansas
only
City, feel a Jodies. Like,
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I was at the store today with some grimy ass nigga on the phone arguing with his bitch and shit like that, man. I don't like, man, I ain't finna argue with no fucking woman, bro. It ain't that important. Calling them bitches and all that other shit. And I get it, you rebuke your woman, you curse her out, but he was doing it from emotional spirit.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you sitting up there going back and forth, she's not gonna be receptive to anything you say.
Yeah.
That's spirit, bro.
Yeah.
You say what the fuck you gotta say and hang up.
Yep.
Con.
Walk away.
Fuck up.
I'm gonna get that second Ezra 16 and we can hop to that. Chapter 4. Was that more on it?
That was it. It was going on. I was at 4 now.
Yeah.
Oh, you already read all the way down?
Yeah,
Chapter 3. So.
Con.
But 2 Ezra 16 says, verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. See, that pairs it up. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
That's right.
Okay? And so all you college educated, I'm the most educated women, that ain't gonna mean nothing, because most of you bitches don't even know how many planets in the solar system. You don't know how many states there are. You don't know what north,
Right.
east, west is.
Yeah.
You know, but you the most educated. And see, when the Lord crashed this shit, that you gonna realize you fucked up. You actually don't know anything, man.
You don't know nothing.
Don't know nothing.
And you ask us, we don't know nothing either. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna tell your ass. If you a wicked woman, you come to us for help.
Yeah.
I don't know shit.
I don't know
No.
shit.
Right.
You got an Instagram? I ain't got an Instagram. I ain't got a name.
Yeah.
You ever have a
Nope.
bitch tell you that? I ain't got a name.
Y'all got something to eat? Nope. Y'all got something to drink? Nope.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought you was out. Look, I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Deny that shit. Bro, they'll put up the video. Ain't this shit right here? I don't know what you're talking about. I never seen that nigga. We kind of look up. He resembled me a little bit. I ain't never saw that goddamn in my life. He
I
saw
do
do it all the
security
goddamn
on
time.
Saturday.
But that's AI, baby. I don't know what that is.
I never seen
AI.
that shit. But that happened to me one time. I was going to Worlds of Fun, man. It was these Somalian chicks. They're like, we seen y'all. She said, you them guys that be down and such and such. We remember y'all. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I ain't never heard. I ain't never seen you.
Yeah. That's how we gonna be acting brand new. Like they say in the hood. We're acting brand new, acting light skinned.
Yeah.
Light skin shit.
But that's how they was. Bitch, you be like, I ain't got a name. That's how we gonna be.
Yeah.
All right. And it says, verse 24, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it, and trees shall give fruit. The tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice.
And that's coming to the society. This place is getting ready to break down economically, bro. They say the job market is horrible, man.
Yeah.
12,000 jobs in 1 month is bad, bro. Adding to the market. Unemployment, they say it's probably more, 5-6%.
It's about to get worse, bro.
Yeah.
It's about to get worse. You saw Walmart doing them drones now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got drones
Amazon
built.
doing drones too.
Yeah.
Bro, they also got this. They're releasing these robots, like these prototype robots, that's supposed to be like in replacement of law enforcement now, bro.
Oh wow.
What's that name of that movie with Denzel Washington's son that we went to go see? It was called the recent movie
Oh,
he
the
did.
Creator.
Yeah.
Creator. That was a dope ass movie.
That shit
bro.
was dope. Yeah, you remember he was fighting against them fucking hybrid robots and shit.
Yeah.
They got shit like that. They getting ready to deploy.
Uh-huh.
Damn. Like Monsters of Man too. That was another good one.
Yeah.
It was. Yep.
Yeah.
Get ready.
The first scene, Keisha got her eyes stumped out back.
And that was the spirit. The Lord put the spirit on him to put that in the movie because that's what's going to happen first. He's to go get her ass stomped out.
You earned that. Shit. It says, verse 28, for of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks.
Yeah, because once all hell break loose, these cities are gonna decay. They're gonna break down. Right, there's gonna be chaos and rioting in the streets, man. Hell, Trump got a 31% approval rate. He's declining by the second. MAGA's divided, man, and then he's probably gonna go to war with Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico, fucking Russia, China. This dude is starting a war that he can't possibly win, man.
Yep.
Yeah, well, really, he's trying to keep his shit together because previously the CIA had all them states in lock. They had them locked down, but now they're all starting to, they starting to rebel. You know what I'm saying? Because he put coups up in all that Colombia, Mexico the whole time.
And that money ain't good no more.
Yeah,
bro.
now they talking. They talking to China now. They listening. China investing money. He start talking about do it or I'm gonna shoot you. China like, well, how about I build you a port? How about I build you a bridge?
Yeah.
And so now he's trying to keep his empire together. So now you just gonna have to fight, man.
Gonna have to.
And China, they got that. They talking about we really want to attack your infrastructure. We'll just shut down your power grid.
Yeah.
You shut down the power grid and shit like this that we finna experience outside in this weather.
Man.
They said 90% of the population can be dead in 6 months, bro.
Bro, for real.
Damn.
For real.
That's why YAHAWASHI said, he said, pray that your flight be not in winter, man. It's the worst time I had to go through some shit like that, bro.
God.
We got out of the Lord with us, man.
Yeah.
It get cold in Kansas City, brothers.
Right.
We ain't got the luxury of Miami and Orlando. It get sticky down there too, but
It's the gutter.
this is in the thick of it. We get all bad weather. You get 2 weeks of fall and maybe a month of spring, and the rest is just too goddamn hot and too goddamn cold.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because we lost our original ways to where everybody's been so dependent on electricity. When it's gone, it's literally deadly. You got people in the hospital, they are on life support. You got people that depend on certain machines. So it's deadly because like back in the day, and the way we used to live as Israelites, we would build our houses out of clay, and straw, and it was built away to where even over there, as hot as it is,
Yeah. Stay
you,
cool.
you had natural AC because of the way the building, the structure is built. How many houses are built today that don't require AC in the United States or anywhere or mostly across the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, because clay holds heat and it keeps it cool too, the substance of it. But like nowadays, the apartments are wood, cheap wood, undergraded concrete,
Yeah.
concrete bottoms out and peak strength in 30 years. This shit they putting together, they putting this shit together in the factory somewhere.
Right.
These thin ass walls, you hear your neighbor getting cracked. It sucks, man.
It's bad, man. Even like 30 years ago, houses were built a certain way. You had a whole house span, like my house is old, built like in the 60s. It had a whole house span. It stopped working now. But I would basically open up each window, and it turned every single window in the house into a fan. It's crazy. Once that main fan was going, all the air would just blow in and just clear out the whole house.
Feel good too.
Like natural stuff like that is gone. Or even in the
attic fan.
Yeah. Or even in the wintertime. Everybody used to have a wood burning fireplace.
Yep.
Or even better, a wood burning stove. A wood burning stove is perfect for your home, man.
Yeah.
You only need a small amount of wood, like a bundle of wood will heat for 8 hours. Your whole fucking house, man. And you cook on top of it.
Yep.
How many of these people got that?
Nope.
Yeah.
Got that space heater.
It's the best way.
An electronic fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not no more shit. But it says, verse 31. So like verse 30, it says, or as when the vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Okay, so they're gonna be desperate looking for shit. People, y'all, a lot of you bitches gonna be eating garbage, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna be going through shit, looking, oh, that's a leftover French fry. I'm gonna just pluck the mold off of it. It says, even so, in
Well,
those
before they wanted the expensive shit.
yeah,
What the women say, oh, I'm too good to go to Cheesecake Factory.
right,
What's that?
That's not gonna be an option, man.
yeah.
What's that? That seafood spot all these women be talking about going to. What is it called? It's called
No boo, something.
Nah, bro. It's name of that shit, man. Some of these all
It's out here.
they got them. I think everywhere. Some of these
They
women.
got like a Benihana's. They like that.
Nah, hell no, man. Nah, it's something else.
They like Ruth Chris.
Ruth Chris. There you go.
Yeah.
Ruth Chris.
Yeah, they
I'm
like
gonna
that
go to
shit.
Ruth Chris. Bitch, you got Ruth Chris money?
Yeah.
How the hell you ain't even got an income coming in, but you dictate on how much I'm supposed to spend on your ass.
Yep.
With that
Right.
$5 dress from City Trends you got on.
I'm trying to make it seem like she be like this every day. No, you don't, bitch.
Yeah, bitch about a club dress and wear that shit 5 days straight.
Right.
Stinking.
You
Dirty.
You give this bitch a $10 steak and a $200 steak, and she can't tell the difference, bro.
Yeah.
And she wants you to drop the money on it, though.
Yep.
They
I'll
all
walk
the
out,
same,
bro.
too.
I'll do that shit.
Oh,
I'll walk out. Yeah, I'll walk out on your ass. Like,
You
you
know,
paying for that? You?
That shit's vexing too, man. Cause I done seen bitches, man, walk around with a Rolex on. I'm like, how the fuck is this bitch for a Rolex? Truth came out later, the shit was fake.
Yeah.
Got it off of a TikTok
T-move.
shopper, you know,
Yeah, Temu.
that makes Rolex copies. But you around here talking about you live rich and you accustomed to this type of life, but you on Section 8 and food stamps.
Yeah, rich
Make
niggas
it make
only.
sense.
Right.
I don't fuck with rich niggas.
Yeah, YN don't know if it's fake. He still might beat your ass for paper. That nigga can't tell. Just no wisdom, bro. Just
Run
walking
that.
around.
Yeah.
You know? It says, verse 31, even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns.
Yep, the I Am Legend scripture, man. It ain't gonna take no time for these cities to break down. Once the infrastructure gets hit and, you know, the pestilence and famine, man, this will look like a whole different city in a month or two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
It says, because no man shall travel therethrough. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands.
Yeah, the virgin goes into the younger women, man. That's why a lot of these young women starting to get it, bro. It's the women's in the Gen Zers or whatever. They starting to know how to move better than a lot of you old chicks out there.
Yeah, they do.
There's common sense.
Yeah, they moving different now, man, because they came in an era where the manosphere was really taking place, you know, and they wasn't part of that women's lib shit like your mothers and your grandmothers and your sisters were,
Yep.
aunties and stuff. No, these women, the younger women, they kind of get it.
Yeah, that video the brother Amawan Gabar posted of the women. It was like, you know, the dude doing a street interview, and it was like a young woman, and she was like, yeah, I do whatever my man wants me to do.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy tried to trap her up. She was like, so what if he wanted to move from Miami and get another job? He said, yeah, I would go because that's my man. I'm going to follow him.
Yep,
And she was
yep.
a younger woman.
Yep, 19 too. I remember that.
And that's the spirit of the Lord coming and reaching even these young women, man.
Yeah.
She might, grow up to learn the truth. Like, damn, this supposed to be my natural place whole time, man.
Yep.
Well, the Apostle Star said they're gonna be younger, man. A lot of women in the left are gonna be young women. It's gonna be these older cougars, bro. It's gonna be the younger women.
And
You know, the women's in their teens, the early 20s, 30s.
And a lot of these older women, y'all know, man. Y'all know y'all fucked up. That's you just sabotaging the younger women generation. Yo, you
Yeah.
big in their head. Oh, you're a predator because you like it. No, you just can't get a man. All right, sit down, Rhonda. You done fucked up. You
Yeah.
had all kinds of
Rhonda.
men up inside of you.
Yeah.
Now you trying to make everybody else miserable. No.
Right.
When
Ain't nobody
Rhonda was
doing
15, dealing with a nigga in his 50s, though. But now
Right.
all of a sudden,
Right. Yeah.
Rhonda, sit your ass down and shut
Trying to
your
get
mouth.
with Bobby Brown in there back in the day.
He taking advantage of you.
Take off those press-on fingernails you be wearing.
Yeah, bro. Clock back in and do another Amazon shift. This is
Boots.
verse 32. It says, oh, Salakia. Verse 34, it says, and the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Yeah, the wars, the civil wars, man. Civil wars, basically we in a civil war now, man. It just ain't really brewed yet, but people, they getting ready to go for each other's top. These people are headed with each other, man. They headed with this system, and they getting ready to crack, man.
Said, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. It goes more and more, but you know.
One more precept. 1 Timothy 5, and I'm going to start at 2. It says, the elder women as mothers, and the younger as sisters with all purity, on the widows that are widows indeed. But if any widow have children or nephews, let them learn first to show piety at home and to requite their parents. For that is good and acceptable before the Most High, man. All right, so you women, you're supposed to be teaching the young women on how to live upright. Okay?
That's right.
That's right. My brother.
But now you see it on Instagram. You see the mama going out with her daughter. They going out together to the club.
Yeah, they got on the same outfit and shit.
Same whole outfits.
I'm gonna see how many men we can get today. Both of y'all a bunch of damn whores,
Shit's
man.
off, man.
Oh, fucking sore losers, man. Sorry ass losers. How the fuck you a whole mother? You done failed. You failed so goddamn bad. You're approaching your 50s and you still going to the
Going out.
Yeah. And bro, they so wicked. A mother be hating on her own daughter, bro.
Oh yeah.
She be trying to get her own daughter man, bro. Cause she can't keep one. She just don't want nobody to have nothing, man.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta have to reserve the right to put your hands on a woman, man. You know, that's why the scriptures, there's those scriptures that say you can't do that. Because the Lord knows that's how women are, man. They will literally violate anything, bro, without order, without structure. They'll do that shit. It's not to say you go upside a woman's head every day, but that's got to be an option.
Yeah.
Chastise. But the scriptures tell you fuck your woman up if you got to. She's your property. Shit. If she get out of pocket, the scriptures don't condone you going upside her head if she's out of pocket. No chastisement. Shit. She talk her shit. In the perfect world, you'll get the shit slapped out of your ass.
Yeah. Yep.
Look what David did. David did. He didn't have to beat her ass, bro. He did it worse. He put her away and never touched her.
Yeah,
and
he
she, like I ain't gotta touch
Right.
you. She said, I know you can't do nothing about it, and I dare you to go get another man.
That was a big demotion, bro. That was Saul's daughter, bro.
Yeah,
She was from the daughter of the king to like she could have married anybody. Like Solomon
She was a
took
high
the
commodity, bro.
Yeah, like Solomon took Pharaoh's daughter. She was the highest ranking woman you can get. And she basically fumbled that, bro. She fumbled that, bro. So she went from being a wife to being put away and can't touch no other man. You know?
And David knew she knew she couldn't do shit.
Bro, yeah.
That's power right there. We getting that back, brothers.
Yep. You didn't have to beat her ass.
Yeah, like you gonna leave, you get into an argument with your, it ain't even an argument, the fact that, nowadays you get into it with your chick based on she mad, she go to sleep with another dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be like that. When we get our power, bro, man, please. I could leave a crib for a week and I dare you to even think about a DM, bitch.
Yeah,
I will eviscerate you in mind.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's called suicide right there. Cheating on the man of the Lord and King.
Let's get to Isaiah 4 and close it down.
I got another quick one.
Go ahead, bring that out.
This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 9. It says, for the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations.
Yep, the blessing of the father, which proves that the father is supposed to be the primary caregiver of the home, man. The father's supposed to have the authority. Esau did it backwards because if you give woman primary ownership or dictation of a kid, it would destroy it because essentially it's just children trying to raise children. A single mother can't raise a successful child, even though they may go straight because the qualities the Lord may put in that person. But overall, a single father can do, they're just as effective as a two-parent household versus a single parent home as far as a mother. They're below the totem pole. But a single man can raise a family by himself and they can fly straight.
Yep.
Hey, the reason we going into this topic just for brothers to get your house in order, man.
Yeah.
All right, because you don't want to go into this time of tribulation and you got this nagging ass woman that's trying to take you out the spirit. Now, most time you need to be in the spirit more than ever. If a woman's not, if she's not giving you a sense of peace where you can be in the spirit, you got to reconsider your options, man.
Yeah.
All right, this ain't the time to be bugging out because you got woman problems, man. I mean, we all got it. You know what I'm saying? But that shouldn't take you off of your mission, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we just giving warnings like a lot of you women right now that think you can do whatever you want, that time's coming to an end. A lot of you men that have been prepared for the day of the Lord, hey, you gotta prepare to see these influx of these women that are not right, man. So you gotta be able to discern and be like, you know what, nah, this bitch is not in the spirit. She ain't helping me see through. You have to walk away from women. They gonna be begging you, oh please help me. You have to Tyrone who they ass, man.
You gonna have to really cut your I don't give a fuck meter up, bro. You gonna have to really get in that spirit. They gonna come and they gonna come humble and all this. And all you guys in this thing, man, in these PC friendly camps and family oriented camps, hey, the Most High ain't do. Look, you gonna fuck around and find out the worst. Because the women that you guys got in the truth, your 3, 4, 8 wives, ain't none of them right. Right? Ain't none of them right. And essentially, when you get put down, they gonna be trying to come to the man of the Lord.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Hey, was the Most High family friendly when he killed Ezekiel's wife? Was that family
Tell
friendly?
them go out there and speak. So you ain't got time to go over there, bro. Go in there and
That
do what
wasn't
you gotta
family
do.
friendly,
That's
brother.
some shit right there.
Yeah. Y'all remember too the account of Moses' sister, and she was talking shit.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
happened?
Miriam.
She got turned into a real white woman.
Yeah. The Lord, what was it going on?
London.
Lord put her outside the camp too, so get your you clean.
And that wasn't wanted this time, because now that'd be like a dream come true for a nigga woman. Let me turn white. Nah, that was
Yeah.
back then. That was a shameful thing, man. You got to walk around with the mark of Cain on you.
Yeah.
You don't want that, man. So even back then, that goes to show you ain't got no business coming against men talking shit at all. Period. What type of woman he deal with? The Lord was with Moses.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck if his wife wasn't an Israelite.
Yo.
You know, it is what it is. You just shut the fuck up and serve. That's all you need to
Mind
focus
your
on doing.
business.
But even Moses got chastised, you know. So you ain't know how much for a woman, you know. But this is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." You know, so that's basically the times that we're getting ready to come into, man. It's starting with job layoffs. It's starting with this student loan debt crisis that they're having. Okay, credit card debt crisis.
Yeah.
Unaffordability crisis. They can't buy homes. They can't get approved for car loans.
Mm-hmm.
They just said fuck it. They bought a car they couldn't afford. Now it's all coming back, and it's all coming to this one thing, man. You're gonna need a man. Okay, you're gonna need a man. And when Esau don't give a fuck if you ain't got the money. If your power goes out in this weather, he'll cut your shit off, man.
Damn.
Yeah, he'll cut your shit off. You ain't got the money. He ain't just gonna leave it on till the winter storm go away. Like,
You
no.
cut your shit off. He'll send somebody out in the store to cut your shit
Yeah.
off.
So this is about to be dire, man. Okay, this is before the body start actually dropping, man. Okay, wait till the body start dropping.
Yep.
Okay, you women are gonna get in order immediately.
Yeah, they ain't built for that.
Yeah, that precept you brought out, brother, would it say that times are gonna be so bad that men will just be happy to be able to speak to a person? Like it's gonna be so like that's something to meditate on, man.
Yeah,
That's gonna be that much death. It's gonna be that quiet out here after all the killing and going on, and bodies are hit the floor.
Yep.
It's gonna the population's gonna be dwindled that much. It's gonna be rare just to come in contact with somebody.
Yeah,
And that's crazy.
I am Legend. Remember that?
Yeah.
He was in that city by himself.
Yep.
You talking to that mannequin?
He's like, damn it, Fred.
Not real. Right.
Hey, but it's gonna be bittersweet because you're gonna want to talk to him, man. But then you also gonna be kind of weary of it too. Like, what is this nigga on? Like,
Right,
is he
yeah.
crazy? Like,
God.
you know. So, do you want to see another person or not? You know what I'm saying? The Lord that's that spirit of confusion. The Lord gonna hit this place with, man.
All you women with 100 unread DMs, you gonna wish you
she's gonna be
responded
swapping through
in
them
that day.
bitches, boy. She gonna be like,
Red DMs.
yeah.
I wish you ain't leave me on red that day, bitch.
Yep. Yep.
Y'all got anything else?
Yeah.
Bring that out,
This
man.
one. Oh damn. I lost it. It's like it's
That nigga was delirious. What you
Bro,
talking
he
about?
gone. Hey, when he lost his dog, boy, he was out of there.
This the book of
That
Matthew.
was the only thing keeping them together.
It's the book of Matthew,
Right, he crashed out.
chapter 24, verse 34. It said, "Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But at that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving unto marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And so to have that, to do those activities, eating, drinking, marrying, and giving unto marriage, you gotta have a mindset that we got more time to do these things, man. All right, the way we think that anything could happen at any moment, man. All right, and that's what keeps a level of preparedness in our spirits, because not only is we watching prophecies, but we not letting ourselves get comfortable, man. If a nigga having too much fun, you gotta watch him, man. If a nigga too laid back, you gotta watch him, man. Because the spirit of the elect, man, we got an intense spirit on us right now, man. That's why we doing all these lessons. That's why we rebuke it so much, because it's just that serious.
Oh, remember the soldiers the Lord called for Gideon, man. You know, there was a particular countenance on those men, you know. Like how they drank the water. Basically, they drank with their eyes looking up like this. That means they were, that means they were, their mind, the nigga that just went down and just drinking the water, like, nah.
Dogs represent his loyalty, man. You know?
Yeah, dogs, when they lap, they you know.
Yeah, they do look around.
But that's how they, and see, the Lord wants a man in balance, man. You know, it ain't about the nigga that's the tallest or who got the most muscle or who got the most IQ or whatever the fuck you measure shit by, man.
Who cut the most Christians?
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, hey, a lot of you gonna find out you were not chosen, man. Okay? It's gonna be that gnashing of teeth time.
Sure. Well said, brother. But shit, tell us, close us out, bro.
Hey, with that, Lord willing, this video was edifying. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory. It goes to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala.
Abba Ball,
Ball.
Shalom.
Shalom.